Hey everybody, this is Ken coming at you again from Fort Hickory. Today we're here to talk about the second layer of my EDC system, which, as you may remember, is your clothing. Now, the way I look at it is clothing is your first layer of shelter, and shelter is your most pressing survival need. So think about that tomorrow when you're getting dressed. When you reach in the closet, don't just grab the first thing you come to. Think about how that clothing is going to serve you as shelter in any situation you might come across, and potentially an emergency situation. I'm going to take you real quick through my EDC clothing that I usually wear. I'm going to go pretty quick because we're running out of daylight. We're going to go from the bottom to the top. So let's start with shoes. Now, my primary everyday shoes are these right here. These are several years old Vasque Blur. These are my all-time favorite shoes, and when these shoes die, I'm going to be very, very sad. These shoes are trail runners. They're marketed as trail runners, but these shoes have taken me through just about any adventure I could imagine. Hiking with a pretty decently heavy pack. They've taken me bouldering. They've taken me on the beach. Anywhere you want to go, these shoes were able to take me there. Now, Vasque updated the Blur and put the emphasis more on the running than the trail, and I have their newer pair of Blurs, and they're really fast. They're really light. But I like these. These were very sturdy. These are the shoes I've got on my feet every day when I'm not at work. If I'm doing a little heavier work, like today I was helping a friend of mine build some stuff in his backyard, I'll wear my Timberlands. I also have a pair of steel-toed boots, but I do find myself wearing these nice, heavy leather boots. I probably need to get some new laces on these, but I really like those. But my most everyday shoes are actually these. Now, I can't wear trail runners to work, but these shoes meet my company's qualifications for business casual black polishable shoes. These are from a company called, I think it's pronounced ECCO, although I'm not positive, ECCO. They are Gore-Tex lined, so they're fully waterproof, full leather upper. And what makes these shoes really special is that their soles are not made of traditional rubber. They're made out of latex. So they're extremely comfortable shoes. You can see I've walked in them a lot. When I first bought these shoes, I was a pedestrian commuter. I walked to work every single day in these shoes for over a year, and they were extremely comfortable and they're extremely durable. They just passed their 2-year anniversary, so they're closing in on 3 years. If you take care of these shoes, they'll last you forever. They'll be super comfortable. They're very versatile. I've hiked in these shoes before. I highly, highly recommend these shoes. Now, moving from the outside of the shoe to the inside of the shoe, I do use aftermarket insoles. These are Superfeet. I really like Superfeet. I've got a green pair and a blue pair. You don't need to buy a pair of Superfeet for every pair of shoes you have. Just buy a couple pair and switch them out. You know, this pair will move from my Timberlands to my Vasque, to my Timberlands to my Vasque, depending on what I'm wearing that day. Also, you want to think about your socks moving up the body. I try to wear wool socks any day that I can. Now, beneath my socks, I have a little bit of a special feature that I don't know if a lot of people have ever seen before. Sorry guys, you see my feet a lot in these videos. On my left ankle, I have 2 anklets. The first one is a regular old paracord wrap. I don't even remember what you call that kind of braid. And wired into it, I have a black pearl. I'm not really very superstitious, but there's an old sailor's legend that if you're ever lost at sea, if you drop a black pearl into the ocean, Poseidon will make sure you get home safe. So I've just got that wired in there for good luck, I guess. But below it, this is something I've never seen anybody do before, and it's one of the most useful parts of my EDC. I just have several feet of paracord wrapped around my ankle and tied. Not braided in any way, just ready to use. I can't tell you guys how many times this has come in handy. When I'm helping somebody move, or one night I was camping out in a windstorm and my fly blew away and I didn't have time to dig through my pack because it was raining heavily. Didn't have time to dig through my pack to look for paracord. I knew I had a length of paracord tied onto my ankle. This is one of my most invaluable pieces of EDC. I use this absolutely every single day. Now, as far as pants, my pants vary depending on whether I'm working or not. Now, on my days off, I try my best to wear some cargo pants, some semi-technical hiking pants. 2 of my favorite pair are Colombia Titanium. These are really great pants. And my second favorite pair is the REI brand. I believe it's the REI Sahara pant. Both of them are convertible pants. They're both quick drying, and they are very quick drying. I've used them before. In wet situations, I've been swimming in both of them, and they dry pretty quick when you hike out after swimming. They both have their pros and their cons, but I really like those pants. However, most days, if I'm going to work or if I've got a date or something, I do wear jeans. Now I know what they say, guys, cotton kills, but I've got a solution for that. My favorite jeans are Levi's 527s, but you know, you pick your own poison. I do wear cotton, guys. If I'm going to work, I'm wearing jeans and probably a white cotton t-shirt. And when I'm wearing those jeans, I always have a leather belt on me. A leather belt has more than one purpose. It not only helps you keep your pants up, but if you need to, you can use it to strap a knife in a pinch. There's one other thing I always have on me, no matter what pair of pants I'm wearing. I always have a weight-bearing carabiner. This is a non-locking kind because I don't use it for climbing most days. It's usually clipped on a belt loop, not on my belt itself. And now we've made it to the sexy part, guys. It's my underwear. Now, think hard about your underwear. I don't wear cotton underwear at all anymore. I fell in love with this brand of underwear, Exofficio. It is a little expensive. It's about 20 to 25 pairs per $20 to $25 per pair, but it's completely worth it. When I first bought these, I had bought them for an expedition. I was just planning on buying one pair, and ever since then, for a couple weeks, whenever I had a couple extra dollars in my budget for the week, I'd go buy another pair of these. These are unbelievable underwear. They're supportive, they're amazingly comfortable, they're quick drying, they fight, you know, I guess what you call jungle butt. They keep you dry, they wick away moisture, they fight odor. You can wear these for days and days at a time on the trail and never start to smell. This is another one of those pieces of gear I cannot speak highly enough. I really, really love these underwear. I know they're pricey, guys, but buy one pair and you'll be a convert. Now, as far as shirts are concerned, on my days off, I try to wear a nice technical t-shirt. There's a couple examples here. Here's one from the North Face. Here's one from REI. I really like both of these. They're quick drying and wicking, and they're pretty nicely insulating if it does get cold. Above that, I'll usually wear some sort of another technical outdoor shirt. This is Colombia Titanium. I do really like Colombia Titanium. But guys, I tell you what, most days I really do wear a plain white t-shirt. Now I know what you're saying, Ken, cotton is the death cloth. Calm down. We'll get there in a second, but I got it covered.